Dancehall music fans and those watching this video. Today we're having a meeting with the manager. And nothing is more harmful to the service than the neglect of discipline. For it is discipline more than numbers that gives one army superiority over another. I'm Mini G and this is Fail. Yeah. And this is Soul of Music.
Tingo yambana kupinza pali ponze chabe tingo kambana chikwati chatu sichisebenza before I think ine manje nayenda
Leadership and self-discipline go hand in hand. It is not possible to imagine an effective leader who lacks self-discipline, willpower, self-control, or self-mastery. The overarching characteristic of a leader is that he or she must be in complete control of himself or herself and of every situation. We need leaders at every level of our business life, or in this status of our economy. We need leaders in our families. We need leaders in our businesses. We need leaders in our church programs. We need leaders in our politics and even music. There seldom has been a time when leaders have been so much needed or, so much as in demand as of today. We need men and women who take responsibility of their time seriously and are willing to, step forward and take command of that situation. We need leaders who are always ready to give their opinion and also share it with others.
Fortunately, leadership is learnable. Leaders are developed, usually self-developed, over time through hard work, experience, and training. As Peter Drucker once said, and I quote, "There may be natural-born leaders, but there are so few of them that they make no difference in the great scheme of things." End quote. 4 stages of development. In your career in business as a music artist, you progress through 4 levels of activity and attainment. First, you start off as an employee with limited knowledge and experience. Then, as you grow, learn and develop the ability to get results, you evolve upward and become a supervisor with responsibility for the performance and results of other people. As you continue to move up the scale of supervision, improving your ability to get things done through others from directly overseeing the work of employees, you become a manager, someone who assigns work to people with demonstrated competence in certain areas. Managers have a larger view, and this comes with greater responsibilities. As you move up the scale of management, becoming more knowledgeable and effective and getting more and better results from more and different people, you reach the highest level, that of a leader. At this stage, you are responsible for determining what is to be done rather than how it is to be done. It is said that, and I quote, "Some leaders are made, some are born, and some people have leadership thrust upon them." Leaders emerge or are promoted to deal with a situation requiring leadership ability. In its simplest terms, the role of the leader is to take responsibility for results. The primary reason that people are promoted into increasingly higher levels of leadership is that they demonstrate the ability to get the required results at each level. The ongoing question of the leader is always, what results are expected of me? Clarity is essential. The main reason that some people are not promoted into greater leadership position, or perhaps they are even fired, is because of failure to execute. They do not do the most important jobs expected of them, nor do they get the results demanded of them. Leaders have vision. The first quality of leadership, based on 3,300 studies of leaders done by James McPherson, is the quality of vision. Leaders have vision. They have the ability to project forward into the future and develop a clear picture of where they want their organizations to go. They then have the ability to share this vision with others and gain others' commitment to make this vision a reality. You become a leader when you accept responsibility for results. You become a leader when you begin to think, act, and talk like a leader. You become a leader when you develop a vision for yourself and for your company or for your music record label, your life, or your area of responsibility. There are hundreds of books written about leadership and the importance of vision. Yet, they can be boiled down to a single principle. A military leader has a vision of victory, from which he never deviates. A business leader has a vision of success for the business based on excellent performance to which he or she is completely committed. A leader is a standard bearer. The leader sets the standard for the organization. It is not possible for anyone in the organization to have a clearer vision or to aspire to a higher standard of excellence than the leader. For this reason, the leader is the role model, the one who sets the tone and the morale for everyone in the organization. The personality and influence of the leader affect everyone below him or her in the company, organization, or department. You cannot raise morale in a business. It filters down from the top, from the leader. The behavior of the leader influences and affects the behavior of everyone else. If the leader is positive, confident, and upbeat, everyone in the organization will be influenced by this behavior and will be more positive, confident, and upbeat as well. Walk the talk. When you become a leader, you must discipline yourself to be leader-like. You must walk, talk, and act the part of a leader. You become a different person with different responsibilities. When you're working your way up, you are part of the staff or the sales team, part of the music record label. When you become a manager, you are part of management. This means that when you are part of the staff, your orientation is upward and sideways. But when you become a leader, your orientation is downward toward other people for whom you're responsible. Perhaps the most important behavior of a leader is for you to discipline yourself to be a role model. Imagine that everyone is watching you and pertaining everything they do and say based on your behavior. When you become a leader, you no longer have the luxury to let it all hang out. From the time you are promoted into leadership, you have a special responsibility to discipline and control your words and behaviors in such a way so that you bring about the best possible results for your organization and for other people.
Set the standards. The leader sets the standards for the organization's behavior, quality of work, personal organization, time management, and appearance. In excellent organizations or music record labels, the leader is the person who everyone looks up to and wants to emulate. In most cases, the leader works harder than others in the company. The leader appears to be more committed, determined, courageous, visionary, and persistent than anyone else. The leader sets a tone that everyone wants to emulate. The leader also sets the standard for how people are treated in the organization. When the leader treats people with courtesy, consideration, and concern, it quickly becomes known that these are the standards to which others must adhere. Set values and principles. In addition to a clear vision for the organization or music record label, the leader must set a value or values and organizing principles that guide behavior and decision making. Everyone must know that the leader and the company stand for to be what they believe in. The job of the leader then is to articulate this vision of excellent performance within the constraints of the high ethical standards at all times. He or she must walk the talk and live the values and behaviors he or she teaches. The very best standard for a leader is the golden rule, and I quote, "Do unto others as you would have them do unto you," end quote. 7 principles of leadership. To be an effective leader, there are 7 principles you must incorporate into your leadership behavior and activities. Number 1, clarity. This is perhaps your most important responsibility. You must be absolutely clear about who you are and what you stand for. You must be absolutely clear about your vision and where you want to lead your people. You must be absolutely clear about the goals and objectives of the organization and how they are to be obtained. Especially, you must be absolutely clear about the values, mission, and purpose of the organization and what it stands for. Everyone around you and below you must know exactly why they're doing what they do and what their company has been formed to accomplish. Number 2, competence. As a leader, you must set a standard of excellent performance for the organization as well as for every person and function in the company. Your goal must be for your company to be as good as or better than your very best competitor. You must be continually seeking ways to improve the quality of your products and services to your customers. Number 3, commitment. The leader is absolutely committed to the success of the organization and believes completely that this organization or music record label is the best in the business or will be the best in the future. This passionate commitment to the organization and to success and achievement motivates and inspires people to do their best work and put their whole hearts into their jobs. Number 4, constraints. The job of a leader is to identify the constraints or limiting factors that set the speed at which the company achieves its most important goals of revenue and profitability. The leaders then allocates people and resources to alleviate those constraints and remove the obstacles so that it can perform as one of the best in the industry. Number 5, creativity. The leader is open to new ideas of all kinds and from all sources. The leader is continually encouraging people to find faster, better, cheaper, and easier ways to produce excellent products and services and to take better care of customers. Number 6, continuous learning. The leader is personally committed to reading, listening, and upgrading his or her personal knowledge and skills as an executive. The leader should attend additional seminars and courses to improve his or her skills and abilities. At the same time, the leader encourages everyone in the organization to learn and grow as a normal and natural part of business life. The leader provides time and resources for training for development. The leader knows that the best companies have the best trained people. The second best companies have the second best trained people. And the third best companies have the least trained people and are on their way out of business. Number 7, consistency. The leader has the self-discipline to be consistent, dependable, reliable, calm, and predictable in all situations. One of the greatest comforts of business life is for an employee to know that the leader is completely consistent and reliable. An effective leader does not change from day to day. The leader is not, and I quote, blown in the wind, end quote, by each new situation, problem, or emergency that arises. Instead, the leader is calm, positive, and confident, especially under pressure. The inevitable crisis. The only thing that is inevitable in the life of a leader is the crisis. When you rise to a position of leadership, you will experience crises repeatedly, crises that are unpredictable, unbidden, and often capable of seriously damaging the organization. It is in this crisis that the leader demonstrates his competence. In times of crisis, the leader becomes calm, cool, objective, and completely in control. The leader asks questions and gathers information. The leader assesses the situation accurately and makes whatever decisions are necessary to minimize the damage or cut the losses. Great leaders discipline themselves to keep their fears and misgivings private. They do not share their concerns with their staff, knowing that this can cause confusion and loss of morale. Instead, the leader asks a lot of questions, probes deeply into situations so that he or she understands them thoroughly and keeps his or her feelings private. As far as the members of the organization or music record label are concerned, the leader is always calm, positive, relaxed, and in complete control no matter what is happening. Self-control and leadership. There is a direct relationship between your ability to discipline yourself and your behaviors and your readiness to lead. It is only when you prove to others that you are in complete control of yourself that they deeply develop the confidence to put you in a leadership position and keep you there. The leader realizes that everything he says or she says to or about another person is magnified. The leader therefore praises and encourages people both in their presence and when they are not around. He or she never says anything negative that could be misinterpreted or that could demotivate or offend another person. He or she has problems with someone else. She addresses him privately, out of sight and earshot of anyone else. Leadership qualities. Leadership or leaders discipline themselves to plan, prepare, organize, and check every detail. They take nothing for granted. They ask questions to ensure that they have a complete understanding of the situation, problem, or difficulty. Great leaders act as if they own the entire company. They accept a high level of personal responsibility. The leader never complains or makes excuses or blames others for problems. Leaders are intensively action oriented. They gather information carefully and make the decisions that are necessary. They set measures and standards and hold others to them. They insist that the job be done quickly and well. And lastly, leaders rise to the top. Leaders rise to the top of an organization as cream rises in milk. When you accept complete responsibility for getting the results, concentrate single-mindedly on completing your most important tasks, continually upgrade your knowledge and skills as well as your ability to contribute value to your company, and treat other people with kindness and consideration, you will emerge as a natural leader. As you demonstrate your ability to make an increasingly valuable contribution to your organization, people above, below, and or both sides of you would want you to be promoted into leadership and will support you when you reach that position. One of your primary aims in life is to walk, talk, act, speak, and treat others as a leader would, especially or when eventually your position will be equal to your performance. Do you ask yourself what results are expected of yourself and then concentrate single-mindedly on getting those results every day?
Basically, yes, because when you are as a leader, you need to learn to introspect and look into the decisions that you're going to make on that particular day, and then in your introspection also, your introspection also helps you target your goals better.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you're having a set of targets, how well do targets help you achieve your goals?
Well, targets are just there to help you set your sight on something. Mainly, targets help us in building our day-to-day lives. One, secondly, also building the environment around us.
Right.
Yeah. Without targets, I think it would be one of those races without a finish line.
Right.
Yeah.
Because many people beg to differ and would ask and say, but well, I may set myself a target, but even if I don't reach that target, I'm still moving at that pace. So just explain to our viewers here on Soul of Music in that concept. Do targets, even if you don't reach your targets, does that mean that you're still progressing, or does it mean that you're just completely failing at all?
Yeah, I believe failure is better than not trying at all.
Wow.
And then having a target helps you achieve a certain percentage of the goal that you've set for yourself.
Right.
Basically, targets are just there to help us with the numbers aspect of life, of our daily livelihood.
Okay.
It's not necessarily a must that you must reach your target, but you can hit a percentage of your target and you're good to go.
Okay.
And move on to the next one. Yeah.
So this is someone who is trying to say, who's watching this program right now, wants to set themselves a target, and they're wondering, how often should this target, should they make this target? Should it be a daily, or should it be monthly, or weekly, or yearly? What would you advise?
Depending on your environment, but I would advise you set targets each and every day, because then you know how much you're growing each and every day.
Right. Be able to assess yourself.
Yes.
So, do you see yourself as a leader of the organization, and do you ask yourself, what kind of I know you do music. What kind of music record label would this record label be if everyone in it were like yourself?
Well, yeah, kind of, and not exactly. But I believe as a leader, you need to learn to serve before you can be served as well.
Right.
Yeah. So from time to time, yes, I look at what difference would it make if we were at the same level, and where would we be at that particular time. But again, we learn through our day-to-day lives, and then when it comes to music, I believe you cannot know everything.
Right.
Yeah, and you cannot undermine everybody that you come across. It doesn't matter what you've been through. It doesn't matter the amount of experience that you had. It doesn't matter the connections that you have.
Mm.
When it comes to music, you can never undermine anybody. So
Okay.
I believe it's always best to just keep a clear mind and work with what you have.
Right.
Yeah.
So, because I do know there are people, individuals who, you know, like to do things by themselves, and they maybe wondering right now, but what if, I mean, for someone who works by themselves, maybe managing themselves, what advice would you give them? Should they ask for extra help? Because when you mentioned that, of course, yeah, it's the reality. We all don't know everything, right?
Yeah.
So, what do you create a clear existing vision for yourself and your organization based on success and excellent performance?
Yes, definitely. That is there. The clear vision is always there from the start, because you can't get into something without realizing where you want to go or where you want to be. So, yeah, it is always there.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about for people who would have a dream, and then they just, you know, have this, let's say for example they want to start learning music, or they want to be a music artist, where do they pick it up from? What kind of vision do they have in order for them to, you know, start off something? Do they need to just, you know, go pick up an instrument or go record a song?
Mm-hmm.
What advice would you just give to somebody who's aspiring or been watching this program right now?
Well, for starters, I would say get out there, start.
Just start.
That's what's important.
Yeah.
Once you get into it, then you know your path will be laid down for you. It's music is as simple as riding a bike. Yeah. All you have to do is just get on it.
Just get on it.
Yeah. If I know you're going to encounter a lot of stumbling blocks. You know, self-building walls and stuff like that. From time to time, you encounter people who are going to turn you down and stuff like that. But that will only build you.
So like
Yes.
lose data in a way like
Yeah.
some of us have.
Yeah. You record 3, 4, 15 tracks. You go to the studio, you find everything is gone. Wow. That's a serious stumbling block right there. You can't. There's things that you memorize, but I don't think you're going to get that same energy that you had when you started this next time you're doing it.
Yeah.
But I believe if you move forward and then build on the mistakes, build on the crumbled what term did I want to use? Build on whatever has crumbled. I believe you can move forward.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, do you identify the most important people in your music board and determine how you will have to behave toward them to get them to perform at their best?
Definitely. You need to know who's who and what role they are playing in your organization.
Right.
Yeah. Talents are not easily attained. Everybody have different type of talents, right?
Mhm.
But then realizing your talent is very, very difficult. And most people would never know that just by him being on a keyboard, that's the best he can ever do. Not really that's the best, but then that's what he's good at.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I believe everybody has a role to play in an organization,
Right.
and once you discover those roles and then place them the way they're supposed to be, or should I say, utilize them to their utmost, or should I say, to their best of their
Just the
abilities, it'll work out for the organization.
So, like just what you said reminds me of something, because I remember growing up in high school, and for viewers who are watching this, maybe one will be wondering and say that hard work beats talent if talent doesn't work hard?
Yeah, look at I'll bring out an example of Leo Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo.
Right.
Leo Messi has talent. Ronaldo is hard working.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
Ronaldo is really, really hard working. He puts in work.
Mm-hmm.
I've followed that guy for a while now. I've seen his training regimes and stuff like that. That guy puts in work.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the music industry. I would say probably Tupac and Biggie. Yeah.
Okay.
Biggie had talent.
Right.
Pac worked hard for what he
Wow.
got.
Wow. Okay. So, do you resolve in advance that when the inevitable crisis occurs, you will respond in a calm, controlled, and intelligent manner?
I'm always calm.
Wow. Like you are right now.
I'm always calm.
From
When
start to
crisis
finish.
comes, even at home, my wife knows if there's an argument, I walk away. It's best to talk about. It's best to talk about something when she's calm than when it's heated up.
Right.
It's always problematic when when you're both heated up, you can never resolve anything.
Yeah, that's true.
And in an organization, you don't want to be that guy that everybody hates.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, if the only way you're going to resolve an altercation or resolve a conflict is by walking away, just walk away. Then see how you can resolve it calmly when everybody's calm.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. That's a lesson, viewers. So please hope you're paying attention. And if you're watching this for the first time, this is Solo Music. And if you're on your phone right now or you have a computer nearby, just log into Facebook, search for Benchmark Television. That's BMTV, and we're also on Topstar channel 114. If you've got a Topstar decoder at your home, please do watch this channel and follow more of our programs. So let me ask you another question. Okay, so do you clarify the exact values and principles you believe in and stand for, and then share them with the people around you or our viewers that are watching this program?
Yes, I really do. Yeah, I live by my principles. I am for the longest time I was the other side. I would say the other side. And then when I gave my life to Christ, I sort of transitioned to this being that live by the rules. Yeah, so I clarify by my principles. I really follow my principles.
Wow. That's very encouraging. And very. Do you treat each person around you as if he or she is competent, valuable, and important?
Always.
Okay. And
Always.
do you believe that this is the key to gaining the loyalty and commitment that
100%.
requires a leader?
100%.
100%.
A leader needs to believe in his team.
Right.
Yes. A
Right.
leader always has to believe in the capabilities of each and every individual in the team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's fantastic. Well, Solo Music viewers, if you're watching this on YouTube, please like, share, and comment, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Until next time, when we're going to be talking about artist mental focus as well as artist name search. So please stay tuned to BMTV, your favorite TV channel. Until next time, this is Solo Music. I'm Millie G, and this is Mr. Fail.
Yose tingo yambana kupeza paliponse chabe tingo kambana chikwati chatu sichisebenza I think ine manje nayenda nayenda ine Talala, talala, talala,
Blackout Media.
Ine baby, bizapaira po muntu osangena mo muchikoti chatu. Ine baby, bizapaira po muntu osagamba po pachikoti chatu. Ine komando, komando, kali iwe zakala komando. Elo kivuta kwanti komando, nizakusunga monga komando. Komando, baby komando, kali iwe zakala komando. Elo kivuta kwanti komando, nizakusunga monga komando. Bacha bebe bali boli, boli. Ninangala munga soti, baby. Bigi bigi na big doli, doli. Sininga konde bacha soli, soli. Bacha bebe bali boli, boli. Ninangala munga soti. Komando, komando. Kali iwe zangala komando. Elo vivuta kwanti komando. Niza kusunga munga komando. Baby you are too fine, baby too fine. Girl kumeni ni malota, you are too fine. Too fine, niwe chabe. Ine baby, bizapaira po muntu osangena mo muchikoni chatu. Ine baby, bizapaira po muntu osagamba po pachikoni chatu. Ine komando, komando, kali iwe zakala komando.
Bazuka mufuno pa vetili navo somu za chucha. Hayo maplanze muli nayo forgeti. Mwapya nisia na mabuabu paketi. Number one lover, original Don Dada. You better take cover, nobody else bada. Priceless, Nicola 16 Bugatti. Sweet monga cake ya chocolate pakati. Simuna timberepo na mushe from the beginning. Mukati chima kubabani ndafya we are winning. Hypocrites, tikuzivani vene muliri. Muyembekeza cheni fakapule chinidire. Chibeleshi kutiari, ndimwe mulete COVID. Mind your business, mwatu mulibe profit. Mulo money daily pa ma apps. Modele na maningi tiye nabo yo maps. King
bizapaira po muntu
Manji
osangena mo muchikoti chatu.
Never ever osayesa na kuyesa. Goes
bizapaira po muntu
kaleza che
osagamba po pachikoti chatu.
You already know.
Ine komando, komando, kali iwe zakala komando.